Good morning. So tell me in the comments, what are some of the biggest challenges you have because your dad's not in your daily life? One of the challenges I had was getting the courage to ask girls out. When I was in my college years, my mom worked downtown. We shared one car, and my class schedule was such this semester that I could drop her off at her work and then drive up to campus and go to my classes. And so I had the opportunity to do that. And I'm driving her to work once, and I was telling her about my schedule because I had a job, I had school, and I had some other responsibilities. Got a spot right there that bled the other day, and I gotta be careful around that one. And there was a girl I was interested in too, and there was a school dance, and I was debating that, but it was both an economic issue because I didn't have a ton of money to spend on dates, and some of it feeling like I didn't have time. And I was sharing this with my mom while we were riding to her work, and I was dropping her off at the street, and she said, "Jimmy, you got to have some fun in your life too." And I remember thinking, well, if Mom says I should do it, then I guess I better do it. So I thought up some creative way to ask this girl out, and I asked her out. And at the college, they were having a dance, and so I asked her to go to this dance with me, and she did. And I liked her. In fact, I dated her for a while, so it might have been our first date. But in any event, so I'm telling you the story because some of the challenges you have without a dad there is a male perspective, particularly for a young man, to be able to bounce things off of a caring dad who's had some experiences himself to help you through it. So I wanted to impress her. I mean, it was kind of a formal dance, so we were dressed up. And we went to this fancier restaurant. They had these big ice bowls full of chilled shrimp, right? So it's boiled, it's peel and eat shrimp. So it's in the shells, and you peel the shell off and dip it in the sauce and eat them. And they're good. Well, prior to this date, I had never had peel and eat shrimp. I had had deep fried butterflied shrimp, which I knew I liked. When they brought this bowl of peel and eat shrimp and put it on the table, I said, "Man, I love this. Do you want some?" Her name was Wendy. And I took one. Now, I keep in mind, I'd never had peel and eat shrimp. I just had deep fried butterflied prawned shrimp, which is already peeled. So I took one, and I dipped it in the sauce, and I started eating it. And it was kind of crunchy. I thought, I don't know if I like this kind of shrimp. So I set the tail on my plate, and we didn't eat anymore. We were talking, and I think we'd ordered our food, and after a few minutes, the waiter came back, and he saw the bowl untouched other than the one I had. This guy was really good. This was a gracious waiter. So clearly he had to understand, because he's looking at this tail there with no shell on my plate. And he said, "You guys aren't big shrimp fans?" I said, I just kind of, no, I guess not. And he said, well, let me just show you how, just in case. And then he was wise and gracious enough to show me how to grab the legs of the shrimp and peel the shell out around the backside, and then you got the meat. Oh, and then it's good. You dip it in the, what do they call that sauce? The, whatever sauce. Dip it in the sauce. No, it's going to bug me. Oh well. Dip it in whatever sauce you dip shrimp in. It's red. Cocktail. That's what it is, cocktail. You dip it in the cocktail sauce, eat it. You got to pinch the tail while you're taking the bite of the meat, because then the meat comes out right to the end. You put the tail on the plate and keep eating them. So I did that. After he showed us, then I did that and ate the whole bowl. I don't remember if she ate any or not. I share that with you because that's one of the examples of the challenges of social skills that, that may or may not have to do with a dad being in your life, but my dad probably had eaten peel and eat shrimp, and if I'd had more time with him, I probably would have known how to eat peel and eat shrimp, but regardless, maybe not, I don't know. But there's challenges, and that's the point. There's challenges you have that are increased if you don't have someone there to help you learn some of those lessons. Social are some of those challenges, and that's one of the paths that I talk about in The Map to Manhood. So if you haven't got the book, The Map to Manhood, then check it out. Tell me what the challenges you're having in the comments below. And always remember, you can still succeed, even if your dad hasn't been in your daily life or isn't in your daily life. And you do have a dad that loves you. And I'll see you on the next video.